On the show today, we have Trellance's very own Mandy Zurbrick. She is here talking about, or actually giving us an overview of their upcoming webinar, Meeting Changing Member Expectations with Data Insights. So important today. Mandy shares with us all the highlights and overview of the upcoming webinar, so check it out. Hey everybody, Mike Lawson here with CUBroadcast. Welcome back to our show. And on today's program, as you can see, we have Mandy Zurbrick from the fine organization called Trellance. Mandy, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Better now that you're here because we get to talk about a cool topic here that you guys are going to be doing a webinar on this topic, and it's called Meeting Changing Member Expectations with Data Insights. So important in today's game for sure. And you guys at Trellance have mastered this and are helping credit unions out nationwide in this area. But kind of give folks out there an overview of what this webinar is all about, maybe some couple of details and what you guys at Trellance are doing. So let's start out with the first question here. So you guys are going to be talking about how members' expectations for the credit unions are obviously changing. We all see this on a daily basis now. So what are some of those changed expectations that you're going to be talking about in this webinar?
Yeah, so there's three big ones. First, I would say personalization, right? Yes. Tailored messaging, tailored offers. I saw a stat that said 80% of credit union members desire more personally tailored financial advice. And why wouldn't we, right?
I agree, yeah.
Let's leave it to the experts to help us along. So members want financial advice and offerings tailored to a couple things: their life stage, their goals, what their preferences are. So we can't just offer the products and services and expect members to know what's best for them when it's best, right? Let's be alongside and guide them along the way. And the cool thing about this is what the member wants is also great for the credit union, right? That personalization helps build that bridge and connecting to your members. It's going to ramp up that member engagement, open up more opportunities for cross-selling, which is naturally going to lead to higher retention rates. Members are going to stick around because they're going to feel understood when they receive communications that are relevant to them. So really, we're building strong relationships with the members. They're happy because, they feel seen. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, and I learned a saying a few years ago, and I've said this many times on the show: show me that you know me, or show me that you know me. So I mean, this goes along those same lines, right?
Yeah, exactly it. Yeah.
And then you'll have that loyalty and that trust and that strong bond for many years to come. So second, I'm sorry, go ahead, Mandy.
No, I was just going to dive into the second one.
Let's dive into the second one. How about that? We're same wavelength today. So what role does data play in meeting these changing member expectations? Because data is, I think, for me and probably for you, is the key here, right? It's the thing that will unlock this door.
Oh, certainly. Data is the cornerstone of understanding and meeting the demands. It allows us to understand member behavior, personalize experience, anticipate needs, have better communication, drive innovation, basically everything, that we just talked about. I'm going to go back a little bit, but one of the other changing expectations is proactive engagement. So anticipating those member needs. I saw a stat that said 66% of consumers are comfortable with their financial institution utilizing their data to personalize experiences, which I was happy with because I didn't expect it to be that high. So, just suggesting products before it really becomes a burden. If we can suggest debt consolidation before that financial strain really becomes a concern, we're just showing foresight and care on the credit union's part. I was talking with a director of marketing last week about this specific thing, and she said she was aiming for creepy marketing and that she knows she's not done until a member thinks, wow, that is exactly what I need when I needed it. My credit union knows me so well that it's the most creepy. And it really made me laugh at the time, but now I can't stop thinking about it because it is true. It's that level of really being able to be there for your member and impressing them with how much you know them.
Mm-hmm. It's like, how did they know?
How did they know?
It's in the data. Yes. Yeah. It's that borderline of being creepy and being very proactive. So I totally get that for sure. And that's the balance that I think a lot of people are looking for sure. So let's talk about you guys at Trellance. So how can Trellance help credit unions meet their members' needs in this arena? What do you guys do?
So we actually have so much to help. We have data warehouse products, data analytics tools, dashboards, predictive analytics. We can help segment those members. We have launched our marketing solutions, which helps with those automated marketing campaigns, pairing that with our predictive analytics. So honestly, whatever stage the credit unions are in, we can help. One of the things, that we acknowledge is that the data analytics is a journey. It's not a one-time, project that you're going to implement and be done with. So we understand that, and we can meet the credit unions where they are on that journey, with the whole kit and caboodle, or just one of those things that we're going to plug in and, make work and then move on to others.
Yep.
We recently helped Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union with some proactive engagement by helping them with a credit line increase program. So we worked with them on credit parameters, who would qualify for the program, help them get the message out to their members, they immediately put the credit to use. Within 90 days, they increased their credit card balances by $21 million.
Wow.
And exceeded their goal by 200%. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's just a great example of how that proactive engagement is a win-win. Like we said, it's for both that 30,000 members who obviously needed that extra credit line, as well as the credit union who's now going to benefit from the lift in those balances.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that goes a long, long ways for sure. And as we mentioned at the top of the show, this is essentially a webinar. We're just kind of scratching the surface here for everybody who's going to be attending this webinar. And the webinar is February 5th at 2 p.m. Eastern time, I'm assuming?
Eastern, yes.
Okay, yes. You guys are in Florida. So, yeah. So it's going to be you and Amanda Emery as well. You want to tell us a little bit about the webinar and just give it a quick plug as well?
Yeah. So again, we're going to be talking about the changing expectations. We're going to be talking about how to meet specifically those with data and what Trellance can provide specifically for those. We're going to give examples of credit unions that we've worked with and how they have used data to solve their challenges. So we'll leave that throughout.
Good stuff.
And you can register for that webinar by going to Trellance.com, and under the resource tab, you'll see webinars.
Okay. Yeah, we'll put that link in the show notes so people can get right to it.
Oh, great. Well. Yeah, great.
So you get a little click, register, and boom, you're ready to go on February 5th for sure. So, all righty, Mandy. Well, anything else here to add to wrap up here? Because I know you have a busy day and you got some preparations for the upcoming webinar you want to do too, I'm sure. But anything else to add before I let you get back to work?
I don't think so. Yeah, just tune in.
Tune in on February 5th, 2 o'clock.
Right.
2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and he's gonna get more than you bargained for sure. So good stuff. All right, Mandy, thank you so much for your expertise and your insights today, and good luck on February 5th on the webinar. We'll be watching.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
A quick word from our sponsor, Community Financial's present CEO, Tansley Stern's new podcast, Despite Impossible.